As you can tell, I'm on Black Ops 1 today. You know, when I think of my favorite games as a kid, one of the games I'm thinking of is this game. This game pretty much solidified my love for Call of Duty. Like, honestly, this was definitely, even to this day, it's still one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. Easily in my top 2 or 3. And it's not all really to do with the mechanics or like how the game itself is actually played. Like, a huge factor of it is actually just, you know, the memories and just the time that I spent playing this game and just the feelings, you know, just the feels. I'd argue a lot of us feel that exact same way. To be honest, that's likely to do with how back in the day when this game was the primary game, a lot of us were most likely having like better days back when this game was like the game. Like, I feel like most people, if I asked them, they would say that they probably enjoyed their lives more than, at least a little bit more than now, or maybe just pessimists like me, I don't know. But I can definitely say that, yeah, I definitely feel like I enjoyed my life and I enjoyed things and I enjoyed games way more back when this was like the main thing to do, you know? And yeah, that could be nostalgia goggles, I guess, but at the same time, it just makes sense. Like, it's not only how the game is itself, but it's also like our mindset. And I can tell you the state of Call of Duty right now has not contributed to a good mindset to play video games. Let me just tell you that right now. If you don't already know, I wouldn't put it solely on nostalgia glasses. Like, a lot of the decisions and the way COD is now simply does not help a healthy like motivation to play any video games or do anything like that. And to tell you, this is the complete truth, because I used to be not only way more excited for like COD multiplayers than I am now, but also the zombies. Like, I used to be such a zombies nerd too. Like, I was excited for pretty much almost every single new zombies release with the franchise. I was like, damn, this shit is gonna be good, not because of the multiplayer, not because of the campaign, but it's gonna be good because of the zombies. Like, I was one of those people. But that's pretty much the old me though, because right now pretty much don't get excited for zombies anymore. I literally just don't. But it's sad because I want to, and as much as I want to, I can't force myself to like something that just isn't like drawing my attention. Like, it literally just, I don't know, it just feels so shallow. It doesn't really hold any meaning now. Like, the zombies is just not the same. You could say that for a lot of things, and it's probably gonna be true. I remember back in the early days of COD when I was first starting out, zombies was pretty much my main thing. Like, I didn't even play COD for the multiplayer in the beginning. I played for the zombies and the campaign, mostly because I didn't even know that you could play the game online. Like, in my beginning days of starting out on this game, like, I had no idea you could even play the game online. I just didn't even know that. That wasn't necessarily a bad thing, because even since then, like, I'm somebody that typically mainly solo queues. Like, I'm kind of not really the guy to like get into a full squad and like a full party or anything like that. I'm just not really that guy, and I never have been, even though like I have had a lot of fun playing with friends in the past and like doing things like that, like doing zombies Easter eggs with friends and like doing like S&D 6-mans and stuff like that. Even up to like recent CODs, like doing that shit is fun, admittedly. As bad as any COD is very much fun as long as you're playing it with friends. I mean, there are some times where you could still hate that shit even when you're playing with friends, but I'm just saying that most of the time you want to be playing with friends if you can. That'll just help you to have a better experience in general, and you'll probably want to play the game more and come back, because playing with other people is part of the fun. But I do feel like these days most people are actually like me, where they tend to solo queue a lot more than before, because I don't know, like, you ask your friends and like your friends are like smart enough to just not want to play this game anymore. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. Like, you want to go back to the old days, ask your friends to get together and see if you can play just like the good old days, but no, they just don't find it entertaining anymore, and I wouldn't blame them. I'm actually impressed at most of the people who still play this game that somehow managed to like find some fun in it. Like, I'm very impressed at people who are like that. But I think that generally most people are probably like agreeing in that it's just not as entertaining as it was before, mainly because nobody's friends wants to play with them on it, because it's kind of like a game that's died out now. People just have better things to do than play COD now. It's part of growing up, and it's also part of playing a series that just gets worse from year to year. And I think a big part of that is that the game is no longer the product. You are the product. You are the one that's getting manipulated now. Like, everybody's getting milked, but they just don't want to see it. Like, every day we're playing, we're just getting milked by this game, and some people see it, some people just choose not to see it, and it is what it is. Like, it's up to whatever you want to think. It's up to whatever you want to believe about this game and whatever you want to And you're probably really curious why I keep playing this game if that's the case, but I don't know. The franchise is just dear to me, I guess. I suppose, in a way. It's just like, you know, when it comes to playing video games, it just feels like my home. I don't know. I'm not really too good at a lot of things, but it is what it is. Also, games like X-Defiant, for example, give me hope that it's not the end for FPS and it's not the end for like games like this that we love and all that. Like, things have really changed, but maybe one day we'll just find a big reset button and it'll send us back to a state where we can just have fun without any strings attached. But that's just my prayer. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna end it here. But yeah. Leave a comment, leave a like, please subscribe if you want, and sorry for my shitty skills, by the way. I just like to live gameplay while I talk. Yeah, I play really bad, but I don't know. It just lets me focus on what I'm saying, I guess. But I guess I just like playing while I'm talking, so forgive my shitty gameplay while I'm trying to concentrate on speaking. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, have a good one.